Welcome back. This is my second video in regards to how I got into software engineering. In the first video I talked up to my college education, where I got a bachelor's and master's in computer engineering and decided to pursue software, not hardware portion of that degree. And basically right out of college, I only interviewed for two jobs. They were both kind of like Java related jobs, and I mainly done C and C++ in college, and I didn't do well at either of the interviews. At the time I thought because I didn't know Java, but now I realize it was because I wasn't prepared for technical interviews and how they're being done in the industry, because most of the people expected to be really proficient with algorithms and data structures and that sort of problems, and that's something that I've done well in the past, but it's been, by the time I graduated, it's been like 3 years since I've done a basic algorithm data structure course. So I was kind of rusty on it because I haven't touched it in like 3 years. I was really surprised. Like, I didn't expect that sort of all the interviews would revolve around that. But at the time, I didn't know like yet that the reason I was not doing well at the interviews was because I lacked that. I wasn't fresh on the skills. I actually thought I just needed more real-world Java experience so I can get more jobs in Java, because a lot of jobs at the time seem to be in Java, and I mainly done C and C++ in college. So anyway, long story short, around the same time my friend was starting a startup. He started just a few months, about 6 months before I graduated, but I already was working there the last semester of my school. And he invited me to come join, and they were gonna have a backend in Java, and I thought it'd be cool, way to use my skill set, expand on it, and learn Java. So I joined the company. The company was called didnt. We're trying to make a company that's still around. My co-founder is still running it, but I left a long time ago. But we were basically making a project management software, kind of like a flowchart for your projects. I stayed there for a year and a half. Didn't write the line of Java while I was there. I wrote a little bit of PHP and a lot of front-end code. Very like basic front-end code without any best practices, but that's what I did. So I stayed there for, like I said, for about almost 2 years, but we couldn't raise funding. My personal savings ran out, and I really had to go look for a real job. Also, my wife and I were expecting our first kids, so time for play for me was over. And that's where I got into Citrix. I'll definitely do another video on sort of like my career in more details, this high-level overview. But I went to Citrix. I worked in GoToMeeting product line, and stayed there for a year. It was a great experience, probably the best tech job that I've had in that snapshot of time. The reason I left is because I took a pretty low salary when I went there, and the cost of living in the Bay Area was just way ahead of what they were paying, and they were not based in San Francisco, so they were kind of paying a different scale that people do here. So long story short, I just left for money. Went to a company called support.com. Did not have a great time there, but stayed there for about a year and a half. One of the reasons my wife and I were having our second child, so I decided to stick around. But basically as soon as I could, I left. And then joined my current company called Apixio, where we use machine learning to try to help automate subset of medical billing, how people get paid for medical procedures. We work with Medicare, so the government, help people basically build the government for the care they provide to their patients. That's my current job, and I've been there for about 2 years. Sort of, my startup job was mainly front end. Citrix was mainly front end. Support.com was full stack, and I'm currently full stack here. JavaScript, PHP, Python, and Scala are the languages I've written the most, and I'll, as you can probably tell, I'll be talking about those more. But here's my story. Here's how I got into software engineering. I'll definitely will revisit this subject, but I wanted like 2 quick short videos on the subject, just to kind of introduce myself and give people a point of reference and show my face. So anyway, hope you liked it. Please subscribe if you're interested to hear more from me, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.